slow as fucking curtain. The slowest curtain is pizza.
You nailed that though.
Hello, friends.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
I had
Hello.
What up, peeps?
How's it
We are
going?
here. What up?
What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
There you are. It's Kenny.
Oh, it's Kenny. Oh, I haven't done this show with Kenny before.
First time.
Neither have
For
I.
the first time. You haven't either?
Anybody? No. Anybody done the show with Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been here the last 2 times I haven't.
I was here. I was here 2 weeks ago, Brian.
Yeah.
That's
Is he
why.
And then he was supposed to be here last week, but then he canceled like 6 minutes before the show started.
6 minutes.
Oh, so he's not good.
He's just not responsible. He might be good. I don't know. It's just his responsibility is what's a little questionable.
Okay. No, that's
pressure.
fine. As long as he's like an Academy Award winning actor, then it's all good.
Yeah. Well, you have to step it up, Kenny.
Soon to be canceled.
Yeah. Your acting better make up for your irresponsibility.
I'm sure it won't.
Okay.
So welcome everybody. It's Trashterpiece. It's Friday night, and there are a few ways you can interact with our show. You can participate. You can do things with us. For a $10 donation, yeah, you can do for a $10 donation. You can get one of us an accent or an impression. Just anything. We'll figure it out. An accent, impression of a famous person. The only thing we're trying to stay away from is things that make us not read the lines properly, like the chef from Muppets or Beaker or something like that, where we can't actually read the lines because we still want you to pay attention to the story, or we want you to hear the story. You don't have to pay attention. Scooby-Doo is a little hard, I think.
Yeah.
But you guys have been here, and for $20. It's the bargain price. You can do everybody for 2 pages. Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. 6
That's a good deal.
for pay for 2. You get 6 of us. Well, you get 2 of us in for 2 pages.
Sounds like my Friday nights.
Explain that to us, please.
Trashterpiece Theater. Friday night.
No, that's
We have to do it every Friday. Come on.
And you guys, I have a surprise. One surprise I will tell you at the end of the show. Surprise number 1. Ryan's not doing any lines today because he's in charge of sound effects and music.
Wow, is he going to sing and do it with his mouth?
No, I created 75 audio cues for him to do, and he's not going to mess up any of them, right, Ryan?
Right? Chunk. Right.
Because I spent hours making them, so you're not going to screw it up?
Why did you trust him with it?
Because there was no one else.
You fool.
He was all I got.
He was all I've got. I'm also
he's really good,
a
though.
The only option we
audio
had.
engineer.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get the best around here. We just get whatever we can get.
We get whatever comes up.
Trashterpiece Theater, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, we called it that for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, today we're doing Lux Radio Theater presents Holiday Affair, December 18, 1950. Wait, today's December 18. Whoa! We're doing it in 50, exactly 50 years later. Wait, for 50?
Anniversary.
50.
You want to work on that math? Or
No, that's not how it works.
Wait.
No.
Oh, no.
70.
Oh, no.
70.
Yeah, it's not 50, exactly 50 years.
I knew it was a 10 number. I knew it was a round number. No, I did a 0.
Yeah.
God. Well,
Yeah, apparently we time travel back to the year 2000. So not only are we going to have a pandemic, but all your computers are about to crash.
Oh. I'm not ready.
oh, man. Remember when those were the worst things we worried about? Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
That was like the big fear. It was Y2K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the affair during the holiday?
We'll find
Well, you're going to have to find out. You have to listen to the play and find out.
What? I thought we were going to do a different show.
No.
Yeah, wasn't it going to be something else?
Oh,
next week.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's for next week.
Oh, I thought that was this week.
No, I said that it was this week because I forgot we had an extra week before Christmas.
Oh, I was like,
Chunk's not good with
title
dates.
for It's a Wonderful
No,
Life.
yeah, did
Just
you
not good
not
with dates
see
and
how
times.
bad I am with
Speaking
dates?
of responsibility.
Yeah.
I told Chunk hours before the show, but he thought it was 6 minutes. He thought the show was happening right away.
Oh, yeah, use that now. All right, let's. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
Okay, let's do
tell
this.
you who I'm Chunk. You guys know me
yeah.
because I'm famous. I'm gonna be playing Carl.
Okay.
Oh look, you should have played Carl.
Carl.
Oh well, too late. I'm playing Carl. I'm Carl.
Oh, well.
I'm also playing Girl,
Girl.
and then Emily, the secretary.
Girl? Are you playing girl with 2 U's?
Girl.
Girl.
Legit with a U?
Girl.
No, I think it's just a regular little girl.
Oh, okay. What are you doing, Kenny?
I am playing the announcer, or I am performing the host, which I guess is similar to the announcer. I'm also playing Mary, the clerk, the doorman, the hobo.
I'm sensing a
Chunk.
theme.
Chunk, why'd you invite me to this show? I'm seeing a pattern here. Anyways, okay, I'm also playing Mrs. Ennis, Lieutenant
Enos?
Crowley, and the conductor.
Yeah, you're basically the rest.
The rest, the other. I'm boy number 2, boy number 3, boy number 4.
No.
Anyways,
Oh, well, I'm Connie, and ironically, I'm also playing Connie Innes.
hey.
Innes and Day. I'm playing
Who?
myself in Day. Oh, and Libby Collins. Duh.
Libby.
The actress.
The actress day.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
the actress Day. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Brian, and I'm playing, let's see, Kay, Christopher, Starlet, and Timmy, Connie's son, age 7. I swear you finished those nerds last week.
I did not.
Oh. And then I'm playing Officer. That's me.
Nice.
I'm Ian, and I am playing Steve Mason, the veteran department store clerk and
Clerkin.
drifter. Clarkin.
McClunky.
Mr. Ennis
McGlunky.
and Mitchum. Yeah, is it
Is it
nice
Ennis
to meet
or
you.
Enos?
Robert?
Is it like penis without the P?
Innes?
Or is it actually Ennis?
Ennis.
Ennis.
I think it's Enos. I think it's Enos.
I've never
I
been
think
here
it's
before.
Ennis.
Ennis. They
Ennis
say
like
it in the
this.
play. We'll check later.
I think it should be Enos because it sounds funnier and we could do way more jokes with that.
Okay, Enos it is.
Okay.
Alright.
Enos.
Enos it is. All right.
Enos.
And I am Ryan. I will be doing the Foley.
No, you will be playing music, and you will also be playing sound, like it says in the script,
I
in bright red boxes. So don't screw it up.
It should be fun.
Yeah. Unless you got like the whole Foley assemblage right in front of you,
Yeah.
you're not doing
Hey.
Foley.
I did this for Brian because Brian's been asking for this for weeks, months.
Weeks. I even offered to do it, but he said, nope, we're going to give it to Ryan.
No.
This is our first show with sound effects and music. This is amazing. This is great.
No, it's our second show with the sound effects and music.
second show with
Yeah.
real sound effects.
We did one. We did one with scary stuff a while
Yeah.
back
Yeah, we
in
did. It was
October.
fun.
Yeah.
This will be
Okay.
better because Ryan's doing it.
We'll see. Don't count your eggs
Find
before the
out.
chickens.
Oh, no. But
That's how that
what?
goes. You know what? It's counting.
Cool.
That's just,
You know what I meant.
Let Chuck have it.
Well, shall we do a show?
Let's do
What did you
it.
do for again?
Do a show.
Here we go.
right.
In 3, 2, 1.
Lex presents Hollywood.
Should it be louder?
pretty loud to me.
Maybe just on our end.
Next show, dancers. Do I wait till it ends or do I just go?
Go.
Levis Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, bring you Lux Radio Theater, starring Robert Mitchum and Lorraine Day in Holiday Affair. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. William Kiley.
There's no applause in this track list.
It was part of that same file.
Oh, one mistake, that's only one page. So
All right, we're already off to a rough
Greetings.
start, Ryan. Volume's too low. He ended it early.
it's only the second line. It's only the second line. It's like,
Second line, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Show, guys. Good show.
You know what? Let's do that again. Let's try it one more time.
yes, let's do it again. It's only
Let's
one
get
line.
okay. Let's set volumes.
Right.
Okay.
Volume.
TK
oh,
doesn't
okay.
know.
Sorry.
No, that's not.
Yeah. yeah
First
yeah.
one.
Okay, that's better. Okay, stop it.
I can go the
Okay,
distance.
director.
Okay, here we go.
Levis
Stop.
Brothers.
Ready? And 3.
Lux presents Hollywood.
Fuck!
If you want to
Oh
follow
my God!
along, we're on page
Can
1.
we just get past the
script.
starting line, Ryan?
No.
We have to get the applause.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm a stage manager. Here we go.
Are we
Ready? Place this. Place this.
We're going from the top.
Thank you, please.
Yeah, from the top. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
Presents-
No, stand by.
All right.
There you go. Stand by. And 3,
by to stand by.
2.
Lux presents Hollywood. Levis Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, bring you Lux Radio Theater, starring Robert Mitchum and Lorraine Day in Hollywood Affair.
Not today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. William Hiley. Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope you all have your Christmas shopping done. There are only 5 more hectic days left, you know, and then your troubles will be over. But just suppose when you walk into the toy department, instead of seeing Santa Claus, you become involved with a tall, handsome stranger. Well, that's only the beginning of tonight's play. Hollywood Affair. As the stars of the RKO holiday treat, we have Robert Mitchum, who lends his special talents to recreating his original role. And starring with him is Lorraine Day, who we managed to lure back to Hollywood to give one of her fine performances for us in Holiday Affair. And when you're doing your grocery shopping for the holidays, we hope Lux Toilet Soap will be on your list. Women who value the lovely complexions know they only need purchase and use Lux Toilet Soap once, and it will always be at the top of their list for gentle beauty care. Now, Holiday Affair, starring Robert Mitchum and Steve as Steve
tonight.
and Lorraine Day as Connie.
Not tonight.
It's rather important to any large department store, especially at Christmas time, to know just what's going on at its competitors. A job entrusted to a group of experts known as comparison shoppers. Right now, there's a comparison shopper in the toy department of Crowley and Company.
Could you wait on me, please? I know exactly what I want. I want one of these electric trains.
Well, now, I'll tell you something about this train. As you can see from this model,
I'll take it, complete with accessories.
I don't have to convince you.
No, thanks.
Well, that'll be $79.50 plus tax.
I have the exact amount right here. And I'll take it with me, please.
We'll be glad to send it. It's pretty heavy.
No, if you just put it in the box.
All right. If you'll take this sales slip, you can pick the train up at the call desk. Thank you very much.
Oh, can you tell me where there's a phone booth, please?
Right next to the elevator.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Miss Neely? It's Connie Ennis. Well, I have the report on those 54-gauge nylons. Gimbals and Bloomingdale's have exactly the same shade and price as we do. Crowley's? Well, that's where I am right now. I just bought the train, and I was wondering if I could wait until morning to bring it in. It's getting awfully late, and the lady who's taking care of my little boy... Oh, thanks a lot, Miss Neely. See you in the morning.
Well, good evening, Miss Ennis.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ennis. Oh, darling, it's good to see you.
Mommy, look, I lost another tooth.
Well, I should say that you did.
I put it on your dresser. You could save it for me.
He's been a very good boy, Mrs. Ennis.
Oh, hello, Mary.
Dinner's all ready. All you have to do is heat it up.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Mary.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Timmy.
Good night, Mary. Gee, all those packages, are they for me for Christmas?
Well, one of them might be.
The big one, huh?
No, not the big one, dear. That one's for the store. Business. Now, let me look at you. You know, Mr. Ennis, you're more and more like your daddy every day.
Mom, does it hurt much to die like Daddy did?
No, I don't think so, darling. Well, did Carl phone?
Yes, He said it'd be over later.
Well, that's nice. Now, well, I'll add a few elegant touches to our dinners. Suppose you run along and wash.
You bet, Mrs. Ennis.
And keep away from those packages.
And we got a tip for Brian to be a moody, emo, goth kid.
Oh, no.
There's an electric train in this one. I know it. I can hear the tracks in it.
Timmy!
I can't help it, Mom. I just feel so not good.
That package isn't for you, darling.
Yeah, I know.
Now, look, honey, Christmas is wonderful, but most of the time, if you wish for real big things, all you're going to get are real big disappointments.
Yeah, you got that right.
All right, now scoot. Oh, did Carl say what time he'd be here?
I don't know. Just after dinner, I guess.
I guess we'll just skip right over that transitional pause.
I'm playing what you told me to play. It's right there.
All right. Hand me the dish towel and putting me to work.
Now, here's the kind of man I like, Timmy. He gets here just in time to do the dishes.
Getting all set for Christmas, Timmy.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Well, we'll go out and pick out a tree, huh?
Can I really not help to pick it out?
I wouldn't have it any other way. Wait, we might even sneak into a movie if I can leave the office early enough.
Great. I think I'll go to bed, Mom. Kind of tired.
Well, if you want to, darling, just don't forget to feed your turtles and brush your teeth.
Do I have to brush where the last one came out? The last turtle?
No, you brush around where the last one came out. Your tooth, darling. Good night.
Good night, Mom, I guess. Good night, Carl, I guess.
See you tomorrow, Timmy. I swear everybody out at the office with these things, he says. What? Oh, I wear everybody out at the office with these things, he says.
I may as well warn you that compliments will get you no place. The dishes?
Oh, okay.
We make a pretty good team at the kitchen sink.
Why limit the kitchen sink? Marry me and I'll buy you a dishwasher. A cute little French man with a tight skirt. What do you say, Connie?
Could you give me a little more time, Carl?
Well, you've had almost 3 years. You've got to have someone to buy you loud neckties. You've got to have what? You've got to have someone to buy loud neckties for at Christmas.
The words are right in front of you, bud.
I sure used to buy Guy some buttes. Oh, he must have hated wearing them.
He loved wearing them just like I would.
Carl, I like you very much, very much. You know that, but I don't feel...
Now look! As a lawyer, I got a lot of divorces for a lot of people, Connie. But I never got a divorce for two people who really liked each other.
But there's Timmy, Carl. Are you sure that you...
Are you trying to talk me out of this?
I promise you won't have to ask me again. If it's a yes, I'll ask you.
Does it feel like a yes?
Sort of. Well, this isn't getting the dishes done.
You know, I'll never forget the day you hired me. There I was, sitting at the computer employment agency with all the other girls.
Hey, what are you doing still awake?
Just thinking. Is Carl still here?
No, darling, he just left. Carl wants me to marry him, Timmy.
Are you going to?
I might.
Why?
Oh, for lots of reasons, dear. We could be a real family.
But I like us the way we are. I don't want to change anything.
But we'd be the same, Timmy, only better. Well, we'll talk about it some other time. Good night, Mr. Ennis.
You too, Mrs. Zen. But if you marry Carl, you won't be Miss Ennis anymore.
No, darling, not anymore.
Oh, may I help you?
Hello. Well,
Never mind. Let me guess. You came to return the electric train, huh?
It wasn't exactly what I wanted, and
No, didn't think it would be.
Thanks for the follow.
when I got home last night, my little boy said that it was just,
Oh, it was for your little boy.
anything so strange about that?
What's your little boy's name? Macy's? Sachs? Gimbals? Lewis and Fisher, maybe?
Now look, will you please just,
Honey, I tagged you yesterday as a comparison shopper. You didn't ask a single question about the train. You had the exact amount already, tax included. You didn't even want it wrapped.
well, what are you gonna do?
Same as they do over in your store. Press this little button, a store detective rushes it up and takes your picture. We show it to every sales clerk, and that ends your activities at Crowley and Company.
Thanks for the follow.
It ends my activities in Fisher and Lewis, too. I get fired.
Well, if you're gonna be a spy, you gotta expect the firing squad.
My little boy ends up getting his shoes from the Children's Aid Society, and you're a great big hero.
Yeah, I thought we'd be getting back to little Butch.
His name is Timothy. He's 7 years old, and I support him.
What does your husband do? Working his way through college?
My husband's dead. He was killed in the war.
Sucker.
Would you, like to hit me over the head with this locomotive?
Well, now what?
Now I write you a refund slip, which I have a feeling I'm going to live to regret.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Name?
Ennis. Connie Ennis. I'm awfully grateful. My job means a great deal to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Address?
550 East 75th Street.
Now you can do me a favor. There are 47 other departments. Don't come back to this one, okay?
Okay.
Now then, madam, I believe you're next.
Yes, I'd like to see the union suit. You advertised rib cotton, fleece-lined, long sleeve, and I believe it also had...
Darling, you remembered.
What? Oh, it's you!
And now the size, madam. Oh, for your husband here? Well, I'd say about a 42.
Oh, no. I want the special, the 56.
Yeah, 56.
Oh, yes? This may take me a minute, sir.
Well, still engaged in commercial espionage, I see.
Well, I'm staying out of your department, but what are you doing down here?
Just got fired.
Oh no. Because of me?
I was supposed to report you, you know. It's a rule. Little floor walkers have big ears.
Well, is there anything that I can do?
There certainly is. When I was a working man, I used to eat lunch about now.
I'll buy your lunch. I'd be glad to.
That's roughly what I had in mind. On one condition. I take you to my favorite restaurant, and I order for both of us.
I am entirely in your hands.
Here, we have a 56, madam. It's the only one left, but I found it.
Ha! It's exactly what I want. I will pick it up later.
But, madam, I I ask you, 56?
So I like 'em loose.
Heyo.
Hey, Too easy. Delightful.
He likes them loose.
Your
At
favorite
56.
restaurant, huh? Central Park? A lot of seals splashing in the water.
And hot dogs and coffee for lunch. Oh, I got some peanuts.
No thanks. I'm doing fine.
See that seal?
Splash, splash.
Now there's the happiest guy in New York. And he's never wanted to be vice president of the First National Bank.
Well, do you?
Oh, not me either. I just want to build boats.
Boats?
Yeah. Oh, not the Queen Mary. Little boats. Sailboats.
Oh, then why aren't you doing it?
Well, for one thing, the war nipped about 5 years out of my life. But then later I made the mistake of listening to people. Do something sensible, they said. Sell real estate or washing machines or mousetraps, but cut a few throats and wind up vice president. So I got me a nice cozy job at the bank. 2 years later, I woke up.
In Crowley's toy department?
Doesn't make sense, does it? Well, it's like this. I've got a good friend out in Oregon. He owns a little boatyard, and I'm buying it, so now I just take any job I can get. Every time I get $100, I send it to him. May never make $1 million for me, but it's more fun than digging for oil in Texas or coal in Kentucky or cutting throats in a bank.
Oh my gosh, the time. If you told me that anyone could keep me for 2 hours over a couple of hot dogs.
Where do you have to go?
Wanamaker's House Furnishings.
Say, do you always make people talk this much?
No, and I don't always like listening this much.
Do you mind if I tag along to Wanamaker's?
Well, sure. You can carry all the packages.
Oh, fine.
Look, Lydia, I wish I could help you out, but, I'm the only doorman here.
But we're coming out of the store just now. He had all my packages. We got separated in those darn revolving doors.
All right, well, how old is this little boy?
He's not a little boy. He's a grown man with about 15 packages. Steve! Oh, Steve, for heaven's sake. Well, what's going on here?
Connie! Oh, darn it. We were going to have the tree all trimmed by the time you got home.
And I picked it out, Mom, by myself.
After a couple of hot fudge sundae to give him strength.
Well, it's the most beautiful Christmas tree I've ever seen. You're a fine picker-outer, Mr. Innes.
Well, say, how come you're home so early?
I never did get back to Lewis and Fisher. Oh, I misplaced some packages at Wanamaker's, and now there's no point in going back till I found them. Carl, did anyone telephone about them?
Uh-oh. Oh, we let Mary go home early. We're taking you out to dinner.
Well, you're a very pleasant man, but how about changing your clothes, Timmy?
Yeah, come on. Let's see how fast you can do it.
I know. You just want me to go so you can kiss her.
Now, how did he know about that?
Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel as lit up as a Christmas tree.
Where are those sound effects?
Connie, you told Timmy about us? Well, what did he say?
Well, you know how children are. They don't like changes, but I'm sure he's,
Sorry.
Come on in. Wait,
Just let yourself in.
Make yourself at home. Doors unlocked. Fine. Wizard.
Maybe you'd rather I came down the chimney?
Steve.
Well, where did you go to? A matinee? I looked all over for you. It's the last time I ever pick up a shopper.
Here, let me help you with the packages.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Carl, this is Steve.
Mason.
Carl Davis.
Hi. I lost her in the crowd. We were out shopping, and
We got separated. We met at Crowley's this morning, and then we went to...
She got me there. Then we started...
well, that's how we met. And then after lunch, she was carrying all those packages for me, and we got separated in the crowd.
Well, it can happen in a crowd.
But how did you find me?
Well, it wasn't easy. This may come as a big shock to you, but Fisher and Lewis never even heard of you.
Naturally, they never give out information about comparison shoppers.
Well, and then it dawned on me to look in the phone book.
Dear, why don't I get Mr. Mason a drink?
Hey, fellows got it upstairs.
I'll get us all one, huh? Sit down, won't you?
Well, it looks like we might have a white Christmas.
That's right. Never seems like Christmas unless it's white.
That's right. Kenny, we're gonna have to ask you to step outside.
Art.
Yeah. It's gonna get real weird.
Oh, that's right.
I'm talking to your man. I'm gonna talk with someone. I'm talking with your client.
That's right. Still, we don't we don't seem to get those big snows we used to.
That's right. Just
We're talking about snow,
comes
everybody.
down
Snow.
slush.
That's right. It's probably got something to do with that atom bomb.
Hey, that's right.
I understand they need rain in California.
That's so? I'm from California.
Is that so?
Never rains.
I was in California once.
That's so.
Yeah, it rained every day.
Very unusual. That photograph on the table, is that guy?
Yeah. And Tim's a lot like him, Connie says. Tim's her little boy.
I know.
Oh?
He never knew his father, did he?
No, but Connie talks about Guy all the time. It's wonderful the way she keeps him, well, sort of alive.
Is it? After all, he's not alive.
Uh-huh. Here, let me help you, dear.
Thank you.
Here you go, Mason.
Thank you.
Well, here's to a Merry Christmas.
That's what I always say.
Nah.
Oh, here's Timmy. Steve, I'd like you to meet the man of the house, Mr. Ennis.
Hiya, Tim.
Hi.
He looks exactly like you.
Oh, do you think so? Everyone says that he's the image of his father.
Timmy, I've got to ask you a couple questions. I'm sorry.
Hold the
but it's
presses.
a rule for grown-ups.
Hold the presses. Hold the presses. Hold it. Ryan cannot spell the word holiday. Ryan spelled the word holiday on the show information as HOLLIDAY.
Happy holiday.
I'm a holiday.
Okay, go back to the show. Back to the
I
show.
like how Cucumber couldn't be here in the show, but he can definitely chime in and tell us shit's wrong.
Backseat Trashterpiecing.
It's wonderful.
Again?
What was it? Yeah.
Sorry,
do you think so? Everyone else says he's the image of his father.
Timmy, I've got to ask you a couple questions. I'm sorry, but it's a rule for grown-ups.
Like, how old I am and what grade I'm in?
That's right. Then when you get older, you'll have the right to be annoying to kids.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, what are you going to get for Christmas?
Clothes, I guess. It's what I always get. Something to wear.
Well, I bet you won't be able to wear what I'm getting you.
A camera?
How did you know?
Because you asked me if I wanted one a long time ago.
Timmy, I don't think that sounds very nice.
Oh, he didn't mean it that way.
Anyway, he doesn't have to get me anything.
Timmy, just for that, you can go straight to your room.
No.
Tim! Now you do what your mother tells you.
No, I don't want to. You can't make me.
Timmy!
Oh, now wait a minute, son.
I'm not your son. And you can keep your old camera.
No, here. You better go to bed. You go
Keep your
bed.
hands off me and my mother. Let me go. Let me go.
Carl, get your hands off my boy.
Oh, Connie. Okay. Oh, yes. Of course. Good night, Connie.
Carl, wait, I'm sorry.
I better go, Connie. Good night.
Go to bed, Timmy, and you don't get any supper. I'm sorry, Steve.
So am I. I came to return a few packages, and look what happens.
It didn't have anything to do with you.
Oh? You didn't tell Carl about me?
It wasn't important.
Well, maybe not telling him made it seem important. He certainly went out of his way to take possession of Timmy. Maybe why the kid flared up.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I wanted to Dennis is at home.
And you certainly saw them.
And now I'll say goodbye. I think it'll save us both a lot of trouble.
Well, now what does that mean?
It means that I might fall in love with you. Well, it's not impossible. I might even ask you to marry me one day, and you'd say no.
Not that you're not right, but what makes you so sure?
Because you want everything just as it is. The status quo, you and no changes.
Are you a robot?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Got it.
Cyberman.
Connie, look, he's a wonderful kid. Stop trying to make him over into your husband.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're called man of the house, Mr. Ennis. You get upset when somebody doesn't think he looks like his father. Why don't you quit trying to hang on to something you've lost?
I want everything just as it is, do I? I suppose that's why I'm marrying Carl.
Well, if you do marry him, you're going to have a little problem with Tim, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm not. It will take a little time maybe, but you're not quite as wise as you think you are.
Okay, I'm on my way. You mind if I say goodbye to Tim?
Go ahead if you want to.
Thanks.
Nope.
What?
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
What? Was there?
It's just the transitional pause.
Oh.
It's not a thank you. There's
Oh
no
my
number to
god!
it.
You suck.
Steve,
Hello, Timmy.
I'm sorry I was bad before.
Well, you sure can kick up a fuss, can't you?
I'm a child, okay?
Okay, then don't say it like that.
I'm sorry that I'm acting and I'm making choices.
Do you think Carl's real mad at me?
No. You just tell him you're sorry. I bet he's a pretty nice guy.
Steve? Did Mom really get you fired?
Hey, how'd you know about that?
I can hear things through the door sometimes.
Uh-huh. Especially when you put your ear next to it. Well, it seems I sold your mom a train, and then when she brought it back, I did something I wasn't supposed to do.
You mean an electric train? Red and silver with a whistle?
You saw it, huh?
Yeah, but don't tell Mom. I peeked. I thought it was for me, but it wasn't. Gee, it sure was a swell train.
Well, maybe next year, huh? You keep wishing real hard till next Christmas.
I wish for a train till my stomach hurts, but my mom took it back anyway.
Well, that shouldn't make a big fella like you quit. Well, I'll go see if I can't rustle up some supper for you.
No, don't worry. When I'm bad, Mom gives me supper anyway. Good night, Steve.
Good night, Timmy. Keep pitching.
And you keep catching.
Merry Christmas, Connie.
Oh, did you have to do that?
There was a kiss.
You sure, Skeezy? It was just a goodbye kiss. Good luck, Connie.
In a few moments, we'll continue with Act 2 of Holiday Affair. And now here's Libby Collins, our Hollywood reporter, to bring us the Lux Radio Theater's movie news of the week.
Exciting news tonight, John. Metro Goldwyn Mayer's picture about one of our greatest Americans will have its world premiere Wednesday night in Hollywood. The Magnificent Yankee is the life story of Chief Justice Holmes, starring Lou Calhern and Anne Harding. And believe me, magnificent describes it. When I saw the preview, I wanted to stand up and cheer.
I know how you felt, Libby. It makes you proud to be an American.
Oh, it's exciting as the 4th of July, and there's one fascinating scene after another to show the high points of Holmes's career in our nation's capital. The sets are really authentic. The Supreme Court chambers, the Capitol building, the inside of the Holmes house. Just more than that, it's a warm, tender love story. Justice Holmes was like many great men, and he had the devotion of a wonderful wife to inspire him.
I think Anne Harding, as Mrs. Holmes, share the honors with Louise Calhern, don't you?
Oh, definitely. She does a superb acting job, and she looks the part to perfection with her patrician beauty.
It's good to see Anne Harding back in The Magnificent Yankee.
Yes, indeed. You know, till recently, she's been completely taken up with her stage work. Well, she's as lovely as ever. A true blonde with features like a cameo. Of course, John, she has to give that delicate skin of hers the finest care. Naturally, she uses Lux toilet soap.
Well, screen stars can't take chances with $1 million complexions. No wonder they depend on the beauty soap with active lather.
Yes, because Lux's active lather cleanses thoroughly, but very gently too. It gives skin such quick new loveliness. All you do is work the rich lather well in, rinse with warm water, follow with a cold rinse, then pat dry with a soft towel. It's a beauty treatment that does wonders for the skin.
Ha! Well, women everywhere find that's true. Daily like soap care can make skin smoother, softer, really lovelier. If you haven't tried it, take a tip from Hollywood's most glamorous stars. Next time you shop, get a supply of this fragrant white soap. See if you aren't delighted with the radiant beauty, the radiant new beauty it will give your skin. Remember, 9 out of 10 screen stars use Lux Toilet Soap. Now, Mr. William Kiley, our producer. Act 2 of Hollywood Affair starring Robert Mitchum as Steve and Lorraine Day as
Not tonight.
Connie.
Not tonight.
It's noon the following day, the day before Christmas. Connie and Carl have met for lunch and it appears have patched up their differences.
And once again, Connie, I'm so sorry about last night.
It was all my fault. I don't know why I didn't tell you about meeting Steve.
It wasn't Steve that bothered me, honey. It was that, take your hands off my boy.
But you know I didn't mean that.
Timmy's such a sweet kid. You know, he even called me up this morning.
Timmy?
Yes, he said he was very sorry and then I shouldn't be mad at him and, well, a lot of other nice things.
Oh, I'm so glad. You see, I didn't tell him to call you. It was on his own idea. And that means that I can ask you something.
Well?
Will you marry me, Carl? I mean, soon. New Year's Day.
Connie!
Or are you going to play hard to get?
We're just gonna play hard.
Oh, Connie, at last! At last! Say, look, we'll pick up Tommy later and we'll have dinner out and that we didn't have, the dinner out that we didn't have last night, and then when Timmy falls asleep, you and I can sit on the sofa and neck.
Is that what married people do?
Well, if they don't, let's set a precedent, huh? Hey, waiter! How about the check?
Ah! Merry Christmas, Mommy! Where are you? It's Christmas morning.
I'm getting breakfast for you, which you'll probably never eat. Oh, Merry Christmas, darling.
Oh, Mom, thank you. You sure did fool me.
I did?
Telling me I wouldn't get anything wonderful for Christmas. It was outside the door when I went to get the milk. Oh, gosh, Mom.
Outside the door?
Yeah. In here, Mom, in here. Come here. I'll show you. A Rocket Express train. And there's a note on the box. You put it in, but you forgot I can't read very good.
Then let's see that note. Uh-oh. Timmy, this train whistled at me when I passed by, and it said it wanted you for Christmas. It's signed Santa?
Santa Claus? Oh, and this is for you. Well, open it up.
Timmy, for me?
It's perfume. Real perfume. It costs more than $1.
Oh, Timmy, it's just beautiful, darling.
You're surprised, huh?
I am.
No, are you? Am I?
Am I? I am.
But how did you know I wanted a train so bad? I didn't tell anyone except Mr. Mason.
Mr. Mason? Timmy, about this train. Oh, darling.
And I'm going to take better care of my clothes from now on. And wash them more, too.
Using
Timmy?
Lux soap.
Timmy, I didn't get you the train.
Well, who did?
Mr. Mason.
Gee, he must be awful rich.
No, dear, he's not.
That train is the nicest thing anybody ever did for me. Except for you. I mean, gosh, I'll have to thank him.
Oh, well, I may be able to do that for you. I have a few things I'd like to talk to him about.
Now go with you.
But Mary will be here soon, and then Carl and Grandpa and Grandma and us. Ooh.
And we don't have any presents for him. For Mr. Mason, I mean.
I'm afraid we don't, dear, and all the stores are closed today.
Well, there's a lot of presents he might like under the tree.
Oh, those are for Carl. Well, we'll talk about it later. Now sit and eat your cornflakes.
No, but where are you going?
I think I'd better telephone Carl. Timmy with a spoon, dear, and not so fast.
Okay. Boom.
Hi. Well, I'm amazed. What brings you to Central Park on Christmas morning?
Because you weren't at your hotel.
I don't live there anymore.
So the clerk told me. Then I thought maybe you'd be here.
Have some breakfast? Yeah. Squirrel and I think the stuff's pretty good.
The squirrel? Oh, yes.
He's an orphan. I'm all he has in this world.
Steve, why did you get that train for Timmy?
Because I wanted to.
Well, it was very sweet of you, but I can't let you do it. I want to give you back the money. Some of it now and the rest.
No, Sorry, the train is strictly a personal matter between my friend and me.
But Steve, really, anyway, it isn't right for Timmy to think he's always going to get everything he asks for.
For a kid that's been sold on no surprises at all, it seemed a good idea.
Ooh. Mystery.
Mystery.
Thanks for the 20.
Well, he's just crazy about you, and he's just crazy about it, and about you too. He sent you a present.
Is there a
And
accent with
option
this?
delete,
No?
you can put it in the
Yes,
chat and let us know.
Yeah, that's
Wait a minute. Mac
chat.
Badger just started following now?
Just now?
Just now?
How long has it been?
How many times have you been on this channel?
And you're just following now?
Badger.
All right, option delete. What group action did you want? If that was it.
I don't want to call her out. I don't want to call her out.
No, option delete forgot the thing, so now we just get free money. Them's the rules.
Scottish.
Scottish.
Oh, the one that can actually do Scottish isn't even here.
I know, right?
Oh.
So where are we?
Where are we?
I heard Cylon. Say it again.
No.
I wanted to hand it to you personally, but
Really?
really.
Now, how did he know that I like noisy neckties? Well, this I've got to wear right now. I'll just take this old one off. Hey, Mac,
Yeah.
you want a necktie?
Yeah, sure. Well, what do you know? Christmas is here after all, eh?
Australian.
And many of them.
Thanks a lot, mister.
Well, now you've gone and made two people happy for Christmas and one person a little unhappy.
Good Scottish, bad Scottish. Good Scottish, bad Scottish.
All right.
Carl, well, he suspects your motives about the train.
Well, so would I, if I were in his shoes.
I'm marrying Carl on the New Year's Day.
Good for you. He looks like a nice guy.
Oh, he is. I know, Carl. We've been friends for so long, and now everything will be safe and secure, and I just feel wonderful about it.
You're great at selling yourself a bill of goods.
Look, Steve,
You were married once to a man you were in love with. You ought to know it's able to be safe and secure when you're in love. What are you trying to do? Crawl into a cave and hide from everything that's going to stir you up?
if I want to, yes.
Well, I didn't think you can. Life is going to crawl right in there with you and kick your teeth out.
I'll manage very well, thank you.
You've got to take everything that's coming to you, Connie. All the surprises, good and bad.
I can't afford surprises.
Every surprise isn't a telegram from the War Department.
I should have known it was a mistake to see you again.
Then why did you come here?
I told you I had to pay you back for the train.
You could have mailed it to me. A 3-cent stamp would take care of the whole thing.
Look, Steve, I came just because
And we're done.
Nice. I thought cucumber was good.
Mister! Hey, mister!
Hi.
Oh, I mean, mister! Hey, mister! I'm a little girl.
Hi.
Are you the man who gave that man a necktie?
Mr. J.
That's right. What's that balloon tied onto your head for?
Oh, my brother tied it on, and now I can't get it off. Well, the man said it was very nice for you to give him the Christmas present, and he said he wants to give you this one.
He did?
Uh-huh. So here. Well, gotta go.
Hey, Milton.
There's more for you. Hey, Milton! Wait for me! Wait a second. I gotta go!
Oh, now you gotta skate all the way back.
Hey, Milton! Wait for me!
What do you suppose is in here?
Well, nothing like finding out.
Nailed it.
Where would he have got it?
Maybe he's an eccentric millionaire after all. Everyone who's wearing dirty old clothes is a hobo. Just like everyone who gives electric trains to strange kids isn't an eccentric millionaire.
Look, I just want salt and pepper shakers.
Steve, not to change the subject, but why did you move out of the hotel?
Cheaper place. I'm gonna stick around just long enough to earn my train fare to Oregon. So you can stop worrying about me.
I'm not worrying about you.
Right, so Carl can stop worrying.
Look, since I'm not going to see you again, can't you have the decency not to be annoying?
Sure. Goodbye, Connie. Have yourself a nice, quiet life.
Thank you. Goodbye, Steve.
Yeah, and they're here, Mom, Grandpa, and the Grandmama, and look at the things that they brought to me.
Connie!
Father, Mother, oh, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, Merry Christmas, darling.
Merry Christmas.
You look wonderful, honey. This boy of yours.
Oh, Connie, he's getting to look more and more like Guy every time I see him.
Did Mr. Mason like his present?
Yes, dear, I think so.
Oh, yes, you young man, Connie. We're looking forward so much to meeting him.
Oh, Timmy's told us all about him. We're very happy for you, Connie.
Well, now, wait a minute. Timmy's a little mixed up.
Oh, I didn't say who. I just said you were gonna get married.
Not Mr. Mason?
No, it's Carl Davis. You remember?
Carl?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think that's just fine, dear.
He telephoned again.
Carl? Well, what did he say?
He wanted to know where you were. I said you went to Mr. Mason's hotel to see him.
Well, what did he say?
He said he'd be right over. You see? I'm coming.
Oh, hey, thank you, TPK roleplay.
Hey,
Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the ride.
Hey.
the raid.
Right.
Girl!
Merry Christmas, Timmy. Hi, doing?
Carl, and look who's here.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Ennis.
Hello, Carl.
Hello, Carl. Merry Christmas.
Connie just told us the news, Carl. We're so pleased.
Yeah, she finally talked me into it.
Oh, you're sassy now.
And look what Mr. Mason brought me.
Oh, yeah, the train. You saw Mason at his hotel?
Well, no, Central Park.
Central Park, dear.
Yes, he eats there with the seals.
Uh-oh?
Well, did you give him back the money?
He wouldn't take it.
Well, that's a very expensive present. It does seem odd that he...
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
It's just the kind of fellow he is. It doesn't seem odd at all.
Well, what are you getting? Well, what are you getting upset about, honey?
When's the sassy
Well-
coming in?
I'm diverse.
Oh, well, okay. Look, I can't explain things better than I have, and I'm not going to even try. If there's anything about it that's bothering you, it can just stop bothering you because, well, he's leaving town. He's going to Oregon to build boats.
Going away.
Boats.
So why don't we open up our presents and have a nice Christmas?
Because there's somebody at the door.
I'm closest, dear. I'll see who it is. Oh, Mr. Mason.
No, Johnson, police department.
What?
Police?
What in the world?
I'm looking for Mrs. Ennis.
Well, I'm Mrs. Ennis.
I'm Mrs. Ennis.
Oh,
Yeah, well, which one of you sat on a bench in Central Park this morning?
Well,
No one named man. Let's see, name Steve Mason.
Yes.
Well, he's under arrest. He claims you can clear things up for him.
Under arrest?
Yeah, the lieutenant will tell you all about it.
Get your coat, dear.
I'm going too.
Oh, no, dear. Of course not.
I've got to. He's my friend, isn't he?
Oh, well, all right, but hurry, please hurry.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
There's a brief chaos.
This
Speaks at once.
The script says we're supposed to go. Set to the station.
Oh, that quartet is still here.
and you just stand there, Mason, and keep quiet. I'm running things around this police station.
I just wanted to introduce you, Connie. Carl, this is Lieutenant.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Yeah. Anyway, at 9 a.m. in Miss Central Park, Mr. Marvin Fisher was hit on the head, tied up with a necktie, robbed of $52 and some silver salt and pepper shakers, a present for his aunt in Flushing. A little lady, Officer McCreary, notices this guy.
Me.
He's loitering, see? He admits he's homeless and unemployed.
That doesn't mean...
Mrs. Ennis, you're interrupting me. He also admits the necktie belonged to him and he's got his salt and pepper shaker on his person.
Oh, I see.
Oh, Did I make a joke?
I'm sorry. I just thought it was going to be worse.
You can leave the overacting to the felted people in the cast.
Yeah. We're better at it.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
But it sure is fun to watch.
Mr. Mason wouldn't hurt anybody.
Thanks, pal.
Lieutenant, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, is that so? Well, if I ever need a lawyer, I'll look you up.
And if I ever need a comical cop, I'll send for you. I defended this man. With your permission, Mason.
And with my profound gratitude, but with probably no fee.
Why isn't Marvin Fisher here to identify the subject?
Because
Those were not words. Those were not words. Hold on, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
Again.
Why isn't Marvin Fisher here to identify the subject?
Because he didn't see who hit him.
Lieutenant, I think I can clear this all up.
Well, if Clarence Darrow here doesn't object.
Oh, you have no idea how interested I am.
I was with Mr. Mason in the park. He gave his necktie to a man he thought was a hobo. A few minutes later, a little girl on roller skates with a balloon on her head came up with a present for him from the hobo, the salt and pepper shakers.
A little girl with a balloon on her head.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
So, hold on. Cucumber official says, leave the English to the meatbags, chunk. Yeah. It's just because you're not here. Let's do it to my face. Would you mind telling me whether a complaint has been lodged against Mr. Mason?
What does he got to do with this anyways?
He's my lawyer.
And he's my fiance.
Your fiance? Then what are you doing in the park with this guy?
I know, huh?
Well, I had to see him, and he was in the park. He eats there with the seals. And early this morning, a train arrived, an electric train for my little boy here from Mr. Mason.
Oh, the guy's broke. No job. But he buys the kid an electric train? Why?
Well, let's just say I felt like giving some kid a present. Didn't know anybody else in New York.
Is that why you gave the hobo your necktie?
Oh, well, I had just given Mr. Mason a new tie, the one he's wearing now.
Yeah, it was under our tree. It was one of the presents she had for Carl.
Huh. You don't say.
The romantic relationships of the parties involved are entirely irrelevant.
Oh, I don't know. And why did he try to hide behind a rock when he saw Officer McCreary?
I wasn't hiding. I was. Well, you'll never believe this.
Go ahead. Try me.
I was feeding a squirrel.
That's what they
He's
call
an
it.
orphan. He kind of is on me.
Holy jumping reindeer, get this guy out of here. Come on.
You mean he's free to go?
I gotta let him go. If he isn't paying to skip town.
Oh, I'm not. I've got a room. 220 Christopher Street.
Oh, now you've got a room.
Well, just till I earn railroad fare, a job out in Oregon.
Well, why don't you touch the counselor for your fare? For your fare. Wait, I'm sorry. It says this here. Well, why don't you touch the counselor for your fare? I bet he'd be glad to get you a ticket just to get rid of you.
Now look, Lieutenant.
Yeah, you look. This case is dismissed. Go on home.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Whoa.
Squish.
Believe it or not, Steve,
Loud
it only looked
footsteps.
like I was trying to send you to the chair.
You did fine, thanks.
And why don't you let me advance you on that train fare?
Much obliged, Carl, but I couldn't think of.
Why can't Steve come home with us now, Mom, and have dinner with us?
Well, I'm sure he has plans of his own, dear.
But how could he? He said he didn't know anybody but me. And besides, it costs a lot of money to eat in restaurants.
Thanks, Timmy. I'd love to, but I really can't.
But why, Steve?
Well, because
Yes.
Okay, I'll come.
No, the quartet is back.
They're doing much shorter versions now.
Oh, proud of them.
They learned their lesson. Oh, it's a party. Dinner party. Cling. Oh, let's go. Turkey is good.
Murmur dinner party.
And now no one has any objections. I'm gonna make a little speech.
I ate too much turkey.
Yes, so did I, but I'm going to preach just the same. Well, just a toast, I guess.
It's all right, Henry.
To you, Mother, and to the 35 years you've given to me, every good, even the bad ones, because you were with me.
Why?
Are you drunk?
Ryan, can you not be distracting, please?
Yeah, can you? We're trying to do a serious play here.
Your job is just to push the buttons, Ryan. Push the buttons at the correct time, Ryan.
Why, Henry?
Carl, just be as happy with Connie as I've been with Mother, that's all.
No, Mr. Enos, that's not all. This has been the happiest Christmas of my life. From now on, I'll have a life, a wife, and a son. If Connie will let me share them, a mother-in-law and a father-in-law. And you, Steve, well, we wish you luck in your new job in Oregon, and we're happy that you're not alone this Christmas, but with us.
I guess so.
Now it's your turn, Steve. You've gotta say something. Two.
No, I passed, Timmy. I'm too full.
But that's not fair. You have to say something.
Well, you've all been very kind to me. You've taken me in, given me a great dinner, and there's really nothing to say except, after we've had dessert, of course, except thank you and goodbye. That's all I was going to say, but, well, you asked for it, Connie. Connie's one of the swellest guys I could ever hope to meet. Well, here.
Well, thanks.
But I think you ought to marry me.
What? I think we better go in the kitchen, Father.
Oh, yes, yes. The dessert and coffee.
Yes.
Honestly, Mr. Ennis, I don't think anybody wants that just now. Maybe it's wrong of me to speak this way in front of Timmy, but I don't see how it can do a boy any harm to know that two men love his mother. It's bad taste to speak in front of Carl, but would it be better if I sneaked around and tried to get Connie behind the kitchen stove?
Oh.
Definitely not. If you think this is biting the hand that fed me, then look at my problem. I've walked out of Connie's life a couple of times now, and each time something brings me back. Lost packages, a train, a cop, accidents. I'm afraid I can't keep accidents. If I walk out now, I'm sunk. I'll never see her again. The way I figure it, when a man's in love with a girl, he's got a right to ask her to marry him. Any girl. Anybody's girl. What do you say, Connie?
I
Steal your girl.
think you better get your coat and hat.
Fair to a fair question. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
And that's that.
Yes, dear, and that's that.
God, what a day. Do you guys believe that? What the fuck just happened?
Spicy.
That was great.
start.
At least he tried.
The best
Christmas
dinner
Ever.
I would have taken a threesome if you had just asked for it, but just wanted to take a full out. God.
All you had to do.
And behind the stove?
That'll be in the stove? God.
Yeah.
There's more room. There's more room behind this fridge.
Oh, wait.
I know.
Kids are coming back.
In a few minutes, we'll bring you Act 3 of Holiday Affair. I chose our guest tonight because we always like to see effort and sustained hard work pay off. Miss Kay Christopher, our charming starlet, is an Illinois girl with a graduate of Northwestern University. Of course you majored in dramatics, Kay.
Oh, of course, Mr. Lee. I assumed summer is at the University of Iowa. And you know, they have dramatic workshops there.
So, when you came to Hollywood, you weren't exactly a novice.
Well, that's what I thought at the time, but goodness, what an ordeal my first screen part turned out to be. Especially the day the director got so angry when I just seemed to get a scene right.
Yes, but you've been in so many pictures since, so, well, you weren't too discouraged.
Oh my, no! As a matter of fact, it made me much more determined. Oh, and incidentally, Mr. Kaylee, Faith Domergue, who stars in RKO's Vendetta, spent years of study before she even attempted a screen role. She's a terrific actress and a very beautiful besides.
You know, she just seems right for the intensely dramatic part she plays. A proud young Corsican girl bent on the revenge of her father's murder.
You know, Vendetta fairly seethes with human emotions, and Faith Domergue has that dark, exciting kind of beauty that's just right for the mood of the stories. Oh, and how gorgeous she is in those close-ups.
Everyone will agree with you there, Kay. Her dark eyes and dark hair certainly set off that luxe complexion of hers.
Yes, Mr. Kennedy, Faith is a looks girl. Like most Hollywood stars, I certainly wouldn't neglect my daily looks so facial. And for the luxurious beauty bath, of course, the bath-size cake is just wonderful.
Yes, that big bath size makes a hit with women everywhere. The lather is so rich and creamy, even in hardest water. It's active lather, you know, that leaves skin feeling extra soft and smooth.
And that fragrance is so delightful, just like the spring flowers.
Really a subtle performance that's a blend of many costly flower fragrances. Thank you, Miss K. Christopher, for being here tonight. Now, here's a suggestion to all the ladies in our audience. Try Lux toilet soap in the generous satin smooth bath size. Depend on it for all over Lux loveliness, as most famous screen stars do. Put this luxurious soap on your shopping list tomorrow. It makes a fine gift and to slip in a Christmas stocking. Remember, 9 out of 10 screen stars use fragrant white Lux toilet soap. We now pause for station identification. This is CBS Columbia Broadcasting System.
Not NBC.
This is not NBC. Not WS. The curtain rises on Act 3 of Holiday Affair, starring Robert Mitchum as Steve and Lorraine Day as Connie.
Not tonight.
Well, it's the day after Christmas. Santa Claus is come and gone, and so... Hey, Steve Mason. And so has Steve Mason. And in Crowley's department store, a small boy with a large box has struggled through the crowds to Mr. Crowley's office.
Mr. Crowley? I beg your pardon, Mr. Crowley.
Emily, don't you know I'm listening to our radio program?
Yes, Mr. Crowley, but I am...
This is Crowley and Crowley Company's meditation hour. 5 minutes more of this and I'll be fast asleep.
I'm sorry, sir, but one of our customers wants to see ya.
Nothing doing. I hate customers.
Well, I think you want to see this one. He's roughly 7 years old and he seems to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, turn off the radio and send him in, Emily.
Come in, Timothy. That's Mr. Crowley behind the desk.
Young man.
Just turn off.
You have something in the box, I see. Possibly some belated Christmas gift for me?
No, sir. It's an electric train.
Oh, is that so? Well, I hope it hasn't proved unsatisfactory.
Oh, well, I got 2 of them for Christmas. So please, can I have my money back?
Well, now, let me see that train. What's this? What's this?
Got broken in the elevator, but I didn't do it honest.
No dramatics, boy. No dramatics. I hate dramatics. So, you got 2 trains for Christmas, huh?
Well, no. I'll tell you the truth.
Oh?
I only got this one train for Christmas. Steve got it for me. He's my friend, and he's real poor, and he hasn't got a job, and he shouldn't have spent his money, and now I want to give it back to him.
No tears, boy. Gets me all squishy, you know.
Turn it on.
Sir.
Just tell me this tale of woe from the beginning, all right?
Well, I guess it all started with my mother. Her name is Mrs. Ennis, and she worked for Fisher and Lewis. She's a comparison shopper.
Whoops.
Anyway, she came here to your store.
Connie, darling, please get a hold of yourself. We've done everything we can.
But Carl, Timmy's been gone for hours now. Where could he be? What could have happened to him?
No, honey, you just can't go to pieces like this. The police have a full description of him. Why he probably just, he's just...
Oh, well, what about the hospitals? What if there's been an accident, Carl?
Well, there's been no report of an accident. Connie, look, darling, it won't do you any good just standing there staring out the window. Look, I'll go out again. Now, you can either come with me, or better yet...
Carl! Huh? Carl, look! Down there on the street!
Why? Well, that's Timmy. Look at him.
He's getting out of that car?
But who is that man? And look, a chauffeur.
Timmy!
Mom, I'm back.
Timmy, oh, darling, are you all right?
Yeah, well, sure.
Where have you been all afternoon?
And who is that man in the car?
No, Mr. Crowley. He's nice. He said he wished he had a boy just like me instead of just his mother-in-law.
Mr. Crowley? You mean Mr. Crowley from Crowley's department store?
Yeah.
But that's miles from here, way downtown.
I know. I almost got run over and killed twice.
Oh, Timmy!
It's okay, though. I didn't.
But why did you go to Crowley's?
I took my train back.
Oh, but why, honey? You loved it so much. Oh, my poor baby.
Nah, it cost too much. Steve hasn't got a job, and Mr. Crowley gave me the money back. Will you give the money to Steve, Mom? Please, Mom? He needs it.
Well, we don't know where he lives, Timmy.
220 Christopher Street, remember? He said so in the police station.
And tell him I didn't take the train back because I didn't like it.
We'll tell him, sweetheart. Oh, Carl, all of a sudden, I've got a big grown-up boy.
Musicians are back.
Good job, Ryan. Good, great.
Well, this is it, honey. 220 Christopher Street.
Carl?
Yeah?
You give him the money. I think I'd better wait out here.
You do? Connie, let's have a talk for a minute, huh? In the case of Connie Ennis versus Carl Davis, I'd like to offer certain facts and evidence.
I don't understand.
The party is the first part. Connie Ennis, although loved by the party of the second part for 3 long years, successfully did avoid the idea of marriage between them. Shut up, Brian! However, upon the entrance of a stranger in her life, said Connie Ennis did immediately and silently consent to his marriage.
But There's no possible connection between...
Since meeting the stranger, Connie Ennis, normally calm and frank, becomes nervous and evasive.
Carl, I don't think I like this.
And upon proposal of marriage from the stranger, a thing rarely insulting to woman, she becomes outraged and orders him from her home.
Well, for your sake, I couldn't let him.
Nevertheless, having heard his address but once, she remembers it. Yet she's fearful of seeing him again.
I don't know why you're saying these things.
It's my business to recognize facts, Connie. I am a lawyer.
And in 6 days, I'll be a lawyer's wife.
Will you? You know, I have a sneaking suspicion I ought to see if somewhere there isn't a girl who might be in love with me. Even a dumb, frowsy blonde who slops up the house and feeds me off canned beans.
Carl!
Now go on! Go in and give him the money. I'll wait 5 minutes, and if you don't find any more interesting company, well, then we still have a date for dinner. Ah.
You're a wonderful person, Carl.
Yeah. Compliments will get you nowhere.
Come on in. Oh, it's you. Well, sit down. I'm just putting a pot of coffee on the burner.
Thank you, but I'm,
Oh, wait. I'll close the door.
The landlady said to, keep the door open.
Let's worry here, huh?
I have, $79.50 plus tax that belongs to you.
You know I'm gonna get sore if people don't quit chasing me around trying to give me money.
Well, this is from Timmy. He took the train back to Crowley's all by himself.
Why would he do that? I thought he was crazy about it.
Oh, he was, but he wants you to have the money.
What a kid. Everything else all right?
Well, everything else is fine.
Well, and it looks like a happy new year all around, huh? I can shake myself loose from this penthouse, grab the first cheap train to Oregon, and you and Carl will be getting set for your honeymoon.
Carl and I are not getting married.
Oh? Well, I guess that's my cue to propose again, but I'm not going to.
No, nobody asked you to.
Wouldn't you like to know why?
Not particularly.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Carl isn't a threat to me, Connie. Maybe I'm not to him either. This isn't two fellows and a girl, you know? This is two fellows, a girl, and her husband. I can't fight a shadow. I tried. The competition's too tough. You were even going to play it safe and settle for someone you didn't love so you wouldn't be unfaithful to your husband.
Oh, you're always so wrong about me. I have a wonderful memory of my husband and a marriage. You're trying to take that away from me.
Nobody wants to do that. I don't, and I'm sure Carl doesn't. All anybody wants is for you to live in the present and not be a future. To quit pretending that something that's still alive.
All right, if it'll make you any happier, I want everything just the way it is. This is status quo, just Timmy and I, no changes.
And all I want is a girl who'll drop everything and run to me no matter what the score is.
Well, maybe you'll find her, Steve. Goodbye.
Here we go again. Always saying goodbye. I hope you'll find what you're looking for, Connie. Yes, and maybe something you're not for. Good luck.
Well, I'm back, Carl.
Well, what happened?
It seems everybody wants a frowsy blonde this year. Guess I'm not the type.
You didn't even put up a fight?
Oh, Carl, just please take me home.
Sure, honey, sure. I'll take you home.
Trevor like Ryan.
And in a few more hours, it'll be a brand new year, huh, Mom?
That's right, darling. But if we don't stop talking, I'm going to be late for my party.
Mom, what did the telegram say before?
Oh, just Happy New Year, dear.
From Grandpa and Grandmama?
Well, no, it was from Steve. Now, where's my lipstick?
Here. I guess I had it. I was not wearing... I was drawing some pictures.
Fine. Fine, dear. Just fine. Just fine.
Is that all the telegram said?
It said that he'll be wishing us a Happy New Year tonight on the train. He's finally going to Oregon. Now, go to bed when Mary tells you to, dear.
Where's the party, Mom? Russ and Harriet's?
Mm-hmm.
Going alone, huh? You don't have to have any fun anymore, huh?
Well, I've got you, haven't I? You're my fella.
Oh, sure. But heck, I'll be running out and getting married pretty soon. Yep.
Well, not tomorrow, anyway.
No. But when I do, you'll be all alone. I mean, what if I move away?
Well, where do you have in mind? Cairo? Or Baghdad?
Well, there's lots of places. Oregon, for instance. Of course, I'd write you a lot, but what I mean is that, you know...
I know exactly what you mean. Boy, when you start growing up, you don't waste any time, do you?
What you thinking about, Mom?
Well, since your plans are all made, maybe I ought to be thinking about my future. Come on, young man. You and I have things to do.
Well, I don't get it.
Well, I'll tell you all about it later, on our way to the station.
The railroad station? But I still don't get it. Oh, the instruments are coming with us.
Is there a Mr. Mason in this car? Mr. Mason, please. Steve Mason?
Yes, conductor?
I have a note for you.
It's for me? Thanks.
So that's it.
We hope you like surprises too, Connie and Timmy.
Card 269, Mr. Mason, Section D.
Thank you.
Well, I dropped everything, darling. I ran.
Gee, Steve, a real train's even better than an electric train.
Connie and Timmy. Well, what do you know? Look out the window, Timmy. You, may see something interesting.
Oh, yeah? Can I turn around now? Are you done kissing? Uh-oh! Lowest orchestra ever.
The curtain falls on Holiday Affair, and all of our thanks to our stars for making this such... Oh, thank you. Well, thanks to all of our stars for making this such a happy occasion. Robert Mitchum and Lorraine Day. Well, Bob, I suppose you're all set to play Santa for your two boys.
I sure am, Bill, but they're growing up awfully fast. Tim's 9 and Chris 10. They're regular giants.
Giants? Did you say giants? You're speaking of the man I love.
Lorraine, you're literally live for the New York Giants, don't you?
Kenny did the exact amount of ha-has that were in the script.
He's all counting them out, one finger at a time.
Yes, Bill, from spring training through the baseball season.
And that goes from March clear through September. You ought to play on the team.
Just a minute, Bob. Our season goes through October. Next year, the Giants will be playing in the World Series.
My, such faith. You know, I bet she believes in Santa Claus.
I'll bet she does, too.
Oh, I certainly do. I have the New York Giants and Leo Drusher. And what do you have?
Well, you can have Leo. I have Jane Russell in our new RKO picture, His Kind of Woman.
Well, to each his own. How about your children, Lorraine? I suspect they're Giants fans.
Well, my boy Chris certainly is. He has a miniature Giants suit, and Leo, Drusher's number on the back of it.
Well, my little girl Michelle.
Oh, she's a Lux toilet soap fan, just like her mother. I tell her
How boring.
if she
I bet she is.
she might just be a starter someday.
I'll bet on that. You know, the only thing that I'm kids is that I was in a Hopalong Cassidy picture once. Now they want him for Christmas. Good night, Bill.
Good night, and Merry Christmas. Santa Claus is on his way, and here's a wonderful new idea for helping him trim your Christmas tree. Make it snow like frosting with Lux Flakes. Your tree, your table decorations too will look as if they're covered with freshly fallen snow. It's easy to make, and even your children can put it on. Wonderfully inexpensive too. Frost your tree before you put on lights and other trimmings. Christmas snow dries in a few hours, lasts as long as the tree. To make it, here's all you do. Just add 2 cups of lukewarm water to a box of Lux Flakes. Whip to a creamy consistency. Spread handfuls along the branches of your tree with your fingers. Buy an extra box of Lux Flakes tomorrow to trim your tree. Your dealer has completed prints, directions for making Christmas snow with Lux Flakes.
No, next one.
Tonight is the beginning of Christmas week, a joyful time for renewing old friendships and strengthening family ties. Our wish is not only for our America, but for the world. That soon the age-old promise will be fulfilled. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men. On behalf of Lever Brothers Company, and all of us here in the Lux Radio Theater, may I wish you all a joyous Christmas. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Not NBC.
Not WNBC. The end.
Yeah, we did the stuff.
We did it, the thing. And Ryan, you know what? You know what I realized about Ryan? He did a good job.
Yes, he
I
did.
just have to walk in here with the lowest of expectations, and then there's nothing to be disappointed about.
Where's that applause? There it is. There it is.
Trick.
That's the trick.
Yeah, that's good. Can you play yourself an applause?
Yeah.
He
It's in the script.
Yeah.
he
As is the explanation of it.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
by
definitely-
the way,
yeah.
Manly Mutt did the calculations. The
Yeah.
$79 train would be like $850 in today money. Great.
Dang.
Wow, 70 years.
Gee.
So this play was done 70 years ago today.
70 years ago.
And we made it so much better.
Yeah, much better.
So much better. Yep,
Oh,
I'm gonna go out and buy a train right now and some Lux toilet soap.
Yes.
Hey, little
They got their
boy,
money's
what do you
worth.
like? I like
Don't
Giants
forget
in the
the
baseball. Hey, little girl, what do you like? Toilet soap.
Wait, I thought it was toilet. I thought it was soap for your toilet, but then they put it on her face. What?
Yeah,
It-
Multi-purpose.
There's
somebody
different
called
types of
toilet soap?
soaps. It's a Lux. It's a brand. They have the flakes. They have the bar soap. They have a bunch of different types of soaps. Lux is
soap.
just a brand.
It's like when you think toiletries, you know?
Yeah.
Same,
Toiletry soap. Oh, I got it.
Oh, toiletries.
It all makes
Yeah.
sense now.
There it is.
toiletry soap.
There it is.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us. That was real fun.
Thanks for doing all the hard work with the sound effects and audio.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
pressing the
your donation.
buttons.
Yes.
Right, nodded like you were. He thought you were talking to him. Yeah, you just pushed the buttons, Ryan. I looked for everything.
Yeah, and assembled it.
But you did a good job. You did a good job.
Yeah. It sounded like it sounded like something.
Yeah.
Something.
There was something.
There were
Like,
sounds.
Thanks for the donations, everybody.
Yeah.
I give it like an 87%. That's a solid beam.
That's
pretty good.
That's a solid beam.
like a B
We're gonna
plus.
work it. Oh, he kicked me out. He kicked me out. I'm
Get out of here.
Lance after the
The
DM.
missing chunk.
What's the DM? Oh, the DM.
he has all the power.
Be careful what you say.
Okay, 95%, 95%, 95.
Can you grade on a curve?
Yeah, I'm a grade on curve, so 95. Yeah,
95. Nice job.
95.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be back next week, and we're actually finally gonna do. What did I say?
It's wonderful.
It's a wonderful.
It's a Wonderful
It's a
Life.
wonderful life. Yeah.
We don't have a cast yet. I don't know who's doing it, but we'll find out soon.
Tune in to see.
Yeah, make sure you guys come back. We're back on Monday. We're off for the weekend. This is the last show of the week. Monday night. Monday at 2 p.m. We're doing tabletop like normal, so before Hour 2. And join us at 5:30 for our continuing talk about The Mandalorian. Now that The Mandalorian is over for the season 2. If you have not seen it, do it right now after the show.
now.
Immediately. Get off your phones. Do not look at the internet. Watch it.
Yep.
Oh man, spoilers are like
That is
so
the plan.
fast.
Yes.
No, I watched it at midnight, and there were spoilers. As soon as I finished, I went on Twitter, and there were spoilers everywhere.
Yep.
GIFs and everything.
The worst part, because of the targeting marketing, like Google will send notifications straight to my
Yes.
phone, and those notifications will have spoilers in them.
Yep.
It's the
Did
worst.
you get any? Did you get any spoilers
No.
for this one? Oh, good. Good. Hey, Jhs. Thanks for the follow.
Hello.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, yeah, and if you haven't watched it, stay for there's an after credits.
Yes.
So just make sure you stay through the credits. Because this time, I almost missed it too, because the credits like don't have the normal pictures. It was just boring text on black.
Yeah.
And so I was like, turn it off. But they actually had an after credit scene.
Yes.
Oh.
So watch that. All right, well, good night, everybody. We're going to rate somebody, Ryan.
Catherine Lynn.
Catherine Lynn.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a
Thank
good
you very much,
weekend.
buddy.
See you next week. Bye. Bye.
Oh boy.
Wait, what happened to the credits?
You have
No,
credit.
I didn't prepare them on this.
We don't have credit.
We don't have credits. Ryan, okay, Ryan's back to
Ryan.
50% approval rating.
Oh,
Yep.
fair
He
enough.
made it to 90. He's back down to 40 to 20,
Oh, you're doing
45.
so well.
45 approval rating.
Just dropping and dropping.
Yeah, just dropping. Okay, well, guys, see you guys next week. Guys, see you. Have fun at the raid.